Welcome aboard Rocket Ship, the platform with the most relevant content for competitive examinations. As part of our answer writing series for general studies papers of civil services main examination, we'll take up a question that might appear in GS paper 3. So, here goes the question. It is time that in India, the discourse shifted to uneven development from underdevelopment. Comment. As the keyword comment tells you, you have to take position whether we should be discussing uneven development more than underdevelopment. That has been the case till now. So, how we introduce our answer? As the question emphasizes on uneven development, we are taking the position that uneven development should get more talk time. Actually, we should be discussing it more. So we are starting with the example that there is indeed uneven development in India. What we mean that some regions, some states are certainly developed, they can be counted as developed in contrast to other states, other regions which are certainly underdeveloped. So we will give examples of these two extremes. As per the latest figures, Goa, Sikkim and Delhi have per capita GDP higher than that of China. Actually, it's comparable to China, and the measure we are taking here is purchasing power parity. However, what we mean actually that Goa, Sikkim and Delhi can be considered fairly developed, fairly economically developed. Similarly, we probably know that Kerala has Human Development Index rating similar to that of China, only slightly less than China, putting it in the high human development category. And this can be contrasted. The contrast is stark when Bihar and UP have per capita GSDP and human development ratings similar to countries of sub-Saharan Africa. So we have established that it is uneven development that is of concern for India. This disparity among states gets much less attention. Again, till now we have been talking about underdevelopment, but not of uneven development. For an example, this disparity among states. Uneven development in India's context has particular dimensions. You can well understand that India being a different society from the usual countries, it has its own complexities, it has its own structure, it has its own social mores. So the dimensions of underdevelopment or uneven development, the dimensions of uneven development in case of India too would be different from other countries. So what are the dimensions of uneven development particular to India? First is geographical dimension. For an example, dimensions of uneven development. First is geographical dimensions. Example being disparities among states and within states also. This which is regional disparity. You would find that some regions of one state are fairly developed while the other regions are actually they are wallowing in underdevelopment. Then comes social dimension of uneven development or underdevelopment, whatever. Social dimension, for an example, deprived sections which are much less developed. The examples being most of the scheduled tribes, minorities as well as other backward classes and some sections of economically weaker sections among the general castes too. Anyway, next comes economic dimension of uneven development. We can take the example of sectoral disparity in the economy. For an example, our the service sector is quite developed while the manufacturing sector is still underdeveloped compared to many other countries. Now we will take up these points in detail. First is geographical dimension of uneven development, which is most evident. Even a cursory look at India would tell you that there is disparity in development among the states of India. We are giving the example of states like Maharashtra, Tamil Nadu, Gujarat, Karnataka, which are fairly developed large states, while Bihar, UP and MP lag far behind. So it's even in this very country there are some large states also, not only small states, which can be considered to be quite developed, while some other large states are underdeveloped. What is not much talked about is the regional disparity within states. This is the case in most of the states, that some states are far behind in development. Its starkest example is Vidarbha in case of Maharashtra, which is much less developed than the Mumbai-Pune region. As is evident, Mumbai-Pune region is fairly advanced, while Vidarbha is always it's confronting so many problems, economic and other also. Disparities between diverse castes groups is well known. Scheduled tribes lag in economic development as well as on human development indicators like educational attainments and quality of life, etc. Scheduled castes and minorities and even OBCs and some economically weaker sections of people too do not fare much better. Then comes this economic disparity in economic development among these sectors. India has a fairly developed service sector with shares in global service export at 4.2%, while it is just 1.8% for manufacturing exports. Now that we have established that there is indeed uneven development, we would briefly discuss how this uneven development is a matter of concern. This uneven development geographically among castes and among various sectors of economy is of concern, as we have we would just see. Apart from its ill effects on social cohesion, it could break the social cohesion. For an example, that there might be caste conflicts and also intercaste rivalry and so many things. It means the economic potential of a majority of Indians remains unrealized. You can well understand that if groups like scheduled castes, scheduled tribes, many OBCs, minorities and even people from the economically weaker sections do not realize their full economic potential, it would ultimately affect the national economy itself, because it would not be able to reach its full potential itself. Then developed states complain of high tax burden but low share in devolved tax proceeds. You can well understand that if major states like Bihar and UP do not and in fact cannot generate much tax, the other states would be complaining that they have to take their burden, and in fact they are complaining that they do not get as much share in the tax proceeds, in the devolved tax proceeds, as is their contribution. Then underdeveloped manufacturing reflects in underemployment and trade deficits clocked in manufacturing imports. We can understand that the manufacturing sector has the potential of creating high quality jobs, and if it is underdeveloped, it would not be able to create high quality jobs, reflecting in underemployment and in fact even unemployment. And it also means that we would have to import the manufactured products, which is seen in the case of electronics and other items. Now, so how should we conclude? What is the way forward? Therefore, what we require are state and region specific interventions to decrease the regional disparity, the regional uneven development, targeted plans for deprived sections, and a perspective plan for different sectors that includes hand holding and incentives. What we are essentially saying that while underdevelopment is still a problem, if we were to take care of uneven development, for an example, its dimensions of interstate disparity, caste disparities, and also some of the what you can say disparities, uneven development among the various sectors of the economy, it would automatically take care of underdevelopment. So underdevelopment can be taken care of by taking care of uneven development. That is what we are essentially saying. This is how we sum up our answer for today. We meet again for the next lecture in a few days. Meanwhile, you enjoy your preparation. We wish you all the best. Thank you.